Good morning and thank you for joining us today for our well-known format Hyundai Tech Day. This time from Ioniq 5 Driving Experience. I'm happy to virtually welcome you from Valencia, center of design and progressiveness, with hopes we'll soon have a chance to celebrate a new era for Hyundai together. Ioniq 5 is the first model of our new dedicated battery electric vehicle lineup brand Ioniq, and is the first ever Hyundai car to be built on our new electric global modular platform eGMP. With this model, we will establish sustainable leadership. And this city is the perfect place to introduce our new Halo car. Like Ioniq 5, Valencia is innovative. It boasts a progressive design heritage and is a forward-thinking metropolitan hub. And when it comes to zero-emission mobility, Hyundai is leading. We have long been committed to EVs, and we are now one of the leading providers of battery electric vehicles in Europe. In 2020, we sold over 60,000 units. This resulted in the highest rate of zero-emission vehicles of any mass manufacturer in Europe. In fact, they made up over 13% of our fleet sold here. With our Strategy 2025 roadmap, our goal is to be the top provider of zero-emission vehicles in Europe by 2025. Ioniq 5 will solidify our transformation into a smart mobility solution provider. But we are going beyond cars. Also trucks, maritime and logistics, urban air mobility, autonomous driving with Motional, last-mile solutions, and robotics with Boston Dynamics. Last week, we completed the acquisition of Boston Dynamics. Together, our two companies will accelerate the development of cutting-edge robotics technology. We also want to deliver clean energy and support a hydrogen society. We are already building a hydrogen ecosystem in Switzerland. There, we are providing the world's first fleet of these kind of trucks. Our Exine trucks have already covered more than 1 million kilometers. Our hydrogen generator is being used in the Pure ETCR Championship to charge the BEV race cars. At Hyundai, we believe technology and innovation should serve the customer needs. One of our goals is to be recognized as a purpose-driven company. Last year, we introduced our Progress for Humanity brand direction. But being a purpose-driven brand doesn't just mean bringing cars to the road. It extends to everything from the use of sustainable materials in our products to our environmental and social well-being. We recently announced a new CSV program in a partnership with the marine conservation organization Healthy Seas. This is a pan-European effort that will have a global impact and serve a clear purpose for society. Our ultimate goal is to integrate recycled materials into automotive and non-automotive applications to support a circular economy. I'm delighted to inform you that Healthy Seas is here with us today.
Hi Veronica, it's great to finally meet you, and I'm so happy that we've now announced the partnership between Hyundai Motor Europe and Healthy Seas. And I know you'd probably like to tell us a little bit about the organisation and about the clean-up operation that we've just completed, our first operation together in Greece.
Indeed, Healthy Seas recently partnered with Hyundai Motors Europe, and thanks to this cooperation we will be able to organize a series of events throughout the year. At World Oceans Day a few weeks ago, we kicked off with our first and biggest event ever, cleaned up an abandoned fish farm in Greece, which was causing huge environmental pollution. Healthy Seas is a marine conservation organization, and we tackle the problem of marine litter, more specifically ghost nets, lost and abandoned fishing nets, which are plastic waste in the seas and the oceans and don't biodegrade. So with the help of divers and fishermen, we collect this material, and thanks to our industry partners, it will be regenerated into brand new nylon yarn, which can be used for different new products.
That's great, and I guess it's not just the fact that you're making this environmental cleanup, but the fact you're going into this circular economy and recycling waste, and that's something that's very important to Hyundai. You know, we have this vision to be a brand that stands for progress for humanity.
I'm happy to say that we share a common goal and also create an impact through our cooperation, not only for the environment but also for the society. What makes this cooperation really exciting for us is that it's tangible, delivers clear results, and the people can really connect to it. It's not something abstract. You have seen the photos of the beach underwater, the amount of waste we recovered, 76 tons just within 8 days. So we are really proud of that. People really appreciate when they see something tangible. And
I think that is so important. I'm sure the reaction you had from the people of Ithaca is the reaction we want to see from so many people that say thank you for making such great efforts, and we're very happy to be a partner in that. Obviously supporting financially in terms of these programs, but also in terms of looking at the circular economy. So as you know, we're now working with the suppliers to look at how we take that waste and turn it into products that we incorporate in our vehicles, including the Econil floor mats that we're now putting into our all-new dedicated battery electric vehicle Ioniq 5. So we're not only working together in terms of making those projects happen, but also taking the waste material and turning it into new resource. So I think a very strong partnership we can both be very proud of, and thank you for joining us.
I'd like to switch gears and turn to Ioniq 5 and what this model means for us as a company. We are a forward-moving brand, ready for a new mobility era. We don't stand still, but we constantly reinvent ourselves. As you might know, at Hyundai, our success is based on 3 pillars. Assurance, our brand base of trusted companion cars, like for example Tucson. Performance, represented by our N range. And progress, embodied by our EV range and crowned now by Ioniq 5. In the past few years, we have transitioned from a value-for-money brand to an industry leader in zero-emission mobility. In 2016, we introduced Ioniq the first time, the world's first and only model to offer 3 electric powertrain options in a single type: hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and full electric. It was a brand shaper and door opener into new customer groups. We are now at the turning point of the automotive industry. All the main players are aiming for differentiation through innovation. 2021 will see a rapid growth in electrification. EV demand will increase 30% year on year. In response to this growth, we announced our new Ioniq brand on our dedicated EV platform, eGMP. This marks a new chapter for both Hyundai and the automotive industry. Our goal is to combine life-changing mobility through state-of-the-art features with a low emission footprint. Ioniq will also create a new balance in clean mobility. It will synchronize ecologically balanced products with an ecosystem of lifestyle solutions to come. Next, we will launch Ioniq 6. This will be a sedan based on our Prophecy concept. Later, we will launch Ioniq 7. We will be calling this large SUEV, a sport utility electric vehicle. Ioniq 5 is a fully electric midsize CUV. It is a high-tech product aimed towards a new kind of consumer. It is a very important model for us and a true brand shaper, modern, progressive, and innovative. It is a lifestyle statement, a product that reflects our customers' values and identities. Now I will hand over to Thomas, who will give you insights about the progressive design.
I'm Thomas Bürkle, Chief Designer at Hyundai Design Center Europe. And I'm so happy to be here to explain you about the design. Well, in 1974, we started with a pony coupe concept. Then, in 2019, we introduced our 45 concept EV. It showcased a new typology with a pure design language. And now, only 2 years later, we have the production car here in front of you. Ioniq 5 reflects the Hyundai spirit, which is based on progress and responsibility. We picked up on this design language and translated it into the future. Well, in a visually overcrowded world, we wanted to create a pure and clean design. Flush door handles maintain Ioniq 5's pure shape. Instead of chrome detailing, we wanted to keep the attention on the silhouette and the pure volumes. In contrast, the 20-inch fractal design diamond wheels are more playful and provide a strong stance to the car. The aluminium clamshell hood is another statement of unconventional thinking. This ensures a clean and wide look, enhancing aerodynamics and the purity of the car. The pixel lights represent how modern Hyundai cars are. When we were creating these pixel lights, we looked in the Korean language for a character that looks like a pixel. And, surprise, we found it. And do you know what this means? This word means future. We envision the interior as being a wide open living room, the feeling of well-being and a comfort zone, like sitting in a lounge. The new platform eGMP allows for more freedom in design. It creates a long 3-meter wheelbase, unique in the segment, combined with unique proportions such as a completely flat floor. We call this a smart living space. Everything is in place and you instantly feel home, as we know from all our Hyundai cars. It has lots of smart features you can tailor to your individual needs. The wide panel of the IP is uninterrupted by vertical columns. It consists of pure horizontal lines, like a piece of furniture. We got rid of all unnecessary distractions, including the Hyundai logo on the steering wheel. We designed the interior with a certain lightness to make it bright and inviting. When you get home, you take off your coat and maybe your shoes and you set down your purse. We want you to be able to do this in the Ioniq 5 as well. It is a sliding console, granting passengers more storage solutions and freedom of movement. We call this Universal Island. The front seats transform into relaxation seats. The rear bench can also slide back and recline. Ioniq 5 shows a clear direction towards the well-being of people and society. Today, you are already looking at the future. The future is now.
My name is Yasin Safci. I'm color trim specialist at Hyundai Motors in Europe, and I am proud and happy to introduce you today to the sustainable topics as well as color trim topics in general. In particular, when we are looking to sustainable materials and eco-friendly solutions, we were searching all the suppliers, all the supplier chain, all the sources to find the feasible solutions for our needs. When we are starting with a recycled PET, for example, there we are using fabric which is made of yarn recycled from up to 40% old bottles, plastic bottles. And these bottles were taken out from the cycle, processed into chips, and by doing this, we create our yarns, save carbon emission, and keep still the same quality requirements we need. Another fabric we have is the bio-PET, which is bringing a solution with more organic content, up to 10%, made of sugarcane. And this is providing us to use less from petrochemistry. Another interesting thing is you can also take in the optional package is the wool. So we have, for people who want an alternative for leather and still want to keep it cozy, it is a very good solution. So we have up to 30% made of real wool, and it gives us not only carbon emission reduction, additionally, we have a very good air quality in the interior. What else do we have? We have the Paperit. Maybe you have seen it in the interiors. It is replacing old decor panels. It is replacing old chrome application. It gives a puristic feeling with a new natural aspect, with a new kind of design style. While doing this, we are using 100% recyclable material. Additionally, we also worked on the bio-TPU on the dashboards. So you have it on the IP, you have it on the door panels, and this material contains within the fabric underneath up to 22% bioorganic material. We also make use of biopaint. That means that we add some biopolyol content made from palm, from bean oil, for example, or grape tannin extract. And by doing this, we still reduce the amount of petrochemistry, get a better footprint of carbon emission. So the last topic is the floor mats. These floor mats are made from ECONYL. This material were also introduced with our topic of the healthier seas. So you will see that the material, the source of this, comes out of the seas by taking out the fisher nets, for example. We are not only avoiding to take the petrochemistry material, we are also managing to take out the pollution of the seas. So this is a big advantage we want to play with. When we are talking now about this, we have come to the end of the sustainability materials of the Ioniq 5. But for us, in general, it is just the beginning. Now, I will hand over to Raf and Edward.
My name is Raf van Nuffel. I'm Director of Product and Pricing in Hyundai Motor Europe. And I'm very excited to give you some more product information on Ioniq 5. For this, I brought one of my colleagues, Edward Rades.
Good morning, everybody. I am Head of Product Planning and Market Intelligence at Hyundai Motor Europe. In our department, we analyze future trends and customers in order to create the best possible products.
The new Hyundai Ioniq 5 is not just the next EV in our lineup. It is much more than that. It marks the beginning of the next chapter in Hyundai's leadership in electromobility. It proves that we are leading the race to electrification, and it fulfills our vision of progress for humanity. It also offers EV buyers a customer-centric experience, because different customers have different needs. So we offer, for instance, a choice between two battery packs, 58 kWh or 73, or the choice between a rear-wheel drive version or an all-wheel drive version.
While cars evolved, designers were always restricted by the need of accommodating an internal combustion engine. Hyundai Motor Group has been working hard over the past few years to bring up this new dedicated EV platform, which we called eGMP. Ioniq 5 is the first car to be built with this technology. We built Ioniq 5 from the ground up, and eGMP was the starting point. eGMP's completely new architecture enabled us to rethink the fundamental principles of road-going vehicles. We could bring a bunch set of novel and innovative features. But in order to do this, we had first to understand the customer needs. And the first need we recognized was the desire for a daily pleasing experience with the car. We wanted to make Ioniq 5 in-car experience as enjoyable as possible. For the first time in Hyundai, Ioniq 5 is equipped with an augmented reality head-up display.
I would like to introduce another pioneering feature, which is called vehicle-to-load or V2L. It basically turns the battery of Ioniq 5 into a huge portable power bank. So V2L allows you to charge both on interior and exterior different electric appliances.
The second customer need that we identified was the need of improving the charging experience. Thanks to the EGMP, Ioniq 5 has up to 481 kilometers of range in a single charge. Ioniq 5 is equipped with 800-volt fast charging technology as a standard. This offers many advantages compared to the 400-volt industry standard. We can charge from 10 to 80% in only 18 minutes, or we can gain 100 kilometers of range in less than 5 minutes. Ioniq 5 features a solar roof. The solar roof can transfer the energy captured from the sun into the battery pack. The high-efficiency heat pump also improves the efficiency of the vehicle by regulating the battery pack temperature.
Because charging experience is not just limited to the hardware of the vehicle. Ioniq 5 is part of an ecosystem of services dedicated to provide customers with plenty of convenience. Centrally in this ecosystem is the BlueLink connected car app. With this app, Ioniq 5 customers can check the status of their battery, or they can set the charging times remotely. We also have a new Charge My Hyundai app. And with this, our customers have access to more than 230,000 charging points across Europe, both for AC and DC charging. Also integrated in Charge My Hyundai are the Ionity charging points for ultra-fast charging experience. The third customer need that we identified, and it's actually one of the most important ones, is safety. For this reason, Ioniq 5 is equipped with the next level of Hyundai SmartSense features. This ensures the highest level of safety and convenience on the road. There's many new features, but I'll focus on two innovations. First of all, the Highway Driving Assist 2. With Highway Driving Assist 2, we're not only keeping the distance to the car in front of us or keeping the vehicle in the lane, we also allow safe overtaking of the vehicle in front of us. Another innovation I would like to highlight is front collision avoidance with junction crossing. With this feature, you can safely cross an intersection because the vehicle senses the vehicles coming from the left or the right. We also have FCA with lane change oncoming. So if ever you want to overtake when it's unsafe because of oncoming traffic, the car will detect that and can steer the vehicle back into the original lane. And with this, we're already at the end of this product information. I would like to thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Raf and Eduard. To summarize, Ioniq 5 represents Hyundai's brand spirit and is a new halo car for our company. It is our response to fast-growing market demand and accelerates our plan to lead the global EV market. And the driving force behind this change is our commitment to our customers. We are providing holistic solutions for what individual buyers need. And last but not least, I would like to thank you all for joining us virtually for our Tech Day from Ioniq 5 Driving Experience.